Do you know that feeling when, with that person you have in your life who always says something that you don't want to hear to them, that you don't want to hear, they say it to you every time? Like that person who just like always makes that negative comment, like no matter what, like, oh, you look so tired. Every time you see them, they'll make that comment. And every time before you go see them, you're like, I'm not going to get upset this time, right? Like we spoke about not having zero expectations, but changing your expectations, which is a really powerful tool in life. Don't say I'm not going to expect, because that's a lie we all expect. But say, I expect my husband to not wash the dishes. Was it you who showed me that video? I told a story over twice. Everyone was hysterically laughing. Anytime I told people, they were laughing, so thank you. I expect my husband to do. I expect my sister to say that I am fat. I expect my mother to be ungrateful. Whatever, just expect different, right? So you expect that this person is going to say a rude comment to you, and you're like, I'm not even going to get upset. It's not even worth it. And then you're with them, and then they say it, and then you get upset. Raise your hand if you've had that feeling.
Why did you get upset? You expected it.
Have you ever gotten upset even if you expect it?
I mean, it goes on. If, like, for instance, the sister issue, your sister is always like badgering you, telling you you're fat, you're this, you're that. So eventually, I just kind of expect it. So when she says it, it just rolls off my shoulders. Like, oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Like, it doesn't.
So except for Daphne and Sephora, have we all experienced that? Okay, thank you. Thank you, human beings. Okay. Have you ever felt like totally full, like every single Shabbos? Like you're full? Do you know that during the week, a normal meal is a piece of chicken, maybe half a piece of chicken and a salad? And on Shabbos, we have bread, tons of it, dips, wine, fish, soup, chicken, side dish, dessert. No.
I mean, this is like in my house. In my house,
In your house, what?
This is every day in my house.
Yeah.
Why? What's your house?
Russian household.
Is that what Russians do?
We had soup first and then the meal.
Every day?
Like little salad,
Every meal.
soup, and then like the third.
Yeah.
Or like it's called
What?
second, but it's really like the third thing.
Yeah.
Who cooks?
The wife.
No, my dad. My dad did.
When is their time?
You're supposed to have soup before you
You cook it at the beginning.
You
of
are
the
supposed to.
week, and then you have it for the whole week.
So tell me afterwards, we'll take some notes.
My family for Shabbos, we have like challah and salads, fish, soup. We don't have really meat.
Okay, so that's pretty unusual.
Because it's too much food, we can't do more than that.
Right. But you know how we do it anyways?
I don't know if
Yeah.
do it. I go over to people's house and
Right, people do it. You almost feel like a responsibility to like eat until your stomach hurts. Like, oh, now I'm full. The Rambam says eat until you're almost full, right? Like you're not till you're full, but it's like, oh, okay, now it hurts. Okay, now we're done, right? And you're like, and you literally say it. I literally say, I am stuffed. And then they bring out the cake. I am starving, right? And then you eat that base, and you go to bed, and then you cry, right? Then you go to bed, and you're like, why did I eat that? Why? And like that, it was like the straw that broke like the camel's back. And I'm like, why did I eat that? Like, why? I didn't need that. And you always feel like it's comical. Of like, I didn't eat it. What? It's like a joke, right? You're starving. You know that feeling, except for Daphne and Sephora.
I know
Okay.
that feeling. You're talking about food now.
Oh, food's all right. Now we hit home. Have you ever had that feeling? Don't worry, it's in the class on feelings. We're getting to the point where you're with this guy and you know he's bad for you. You don't have to answer this, but you're with a guy and you know that he's bad for you. And even your friends kind of make comments like, really, he said that to you? Right? And even you're like, not, right? But you keep going back to him. And maybe you even broke up once, but you keep going back to that guy. Or you keep going back to that bad relationship. Or even if it's not a boyfriend, if it's a friend who you know brings out a negative side of you or brings out a side that you don't like, but for some reason you keep going to them, right? Or that feeling when some days you just wake up and you just feel like totally worthless. Like you just feel, you look in the mirror and I'm fat, right? Nothing wrong with fat people, but I feel fat. And I feel ugly, and no matter what anyone tells me, they're lying because they know I'm having a bad day, right? And anytime people give us a compliment, they just want to make me feel good, right? Because God forbid that's actually true, right? And then, right, you know what I'm talking about? We just feel like it's like one of those days, like coffee drinking, glasses wearing, like, you know, just those pants and that t-shirt that you have, like that kind of day. So let me ask you a question. Take a moment to think about it. why do you think we keep eating that chocolate cake, or keep going back to that negative relationship, or keep, what was the first example we gave?
You get little comments back to you.
Right, exactly. You keep letting the same comment get to you. One is, why do you think we keep reacting that way? And the second question is, what would be the point of that? What is the point of these struggles and challenges in the first place? No way. Think about it for a minute. Okay? Think about it for a minute. Why do we keep going back? And two, what's the point of these challenges in the first place?
Why we keep going back is because it's our comfort zone and we expect it. And the reason why we keep going back is we're comfortable with it, we expect it, it's something that always keeps going. And then the reason why we keep experiencing it is because we're supposed to get out of that comfort zone, we're supposed to learn something from it.
And then we're supposed to learn something from it. Great, yeah.
I'm testing it, is something bad really gonna happen if I do this? I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah.
Testing or rationalizing?
Both. Rationalizing.
Wow. We all know that feeling. It's like when I say I'm not eating junk food for 30 days. We're gonna learn about 30-day challenges. And I'm like, this isn't called junk food. Junk food's like the poison, like fruit roll up. This is almost like a grain. It's chips. It's wheat.
Potato chips.
Right, exactly. Potatoes are bad. Essentially, I'm eating vegetables. It was so funny. My sister-in-law just showed me this post of saying, I'm having a really healthy dinner tonight. I'm having plenty of healthy fruits and whatever. And it goes, actually, I'm really having one fruit. It's a grape. Okay, I'm having wine. I'm having wine for dinner, right? It's like, so rationalizing, right? Denial stands for don't even know I am lying, right? Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with self-confidence. I think maybe you're not necessarily believing in yourself, especially when it comes to not learning how to take people's criticism and how to understand that.
Lack of confidence, not being able to take people's criticism.
That's part of it, but also not believing in yourself. That's why you're self-doubting yourself, and it makes you get it.
It's a big one, right? I lack the confidence to leave this relationship, and great, yeah, Nicole.
I was gonna say pretty much the same thing, and on top of that, just sort of not knowing your own worth.
Not knowing our own worth, not knowing our own value, right? Because if I saw myself as wholesome and healthy, I wouldn't want to hurt myself physically or emotionally. So, not knowing the worth, right? I like the honesty. What'd you say?
The food, lack of self-control.
Not just food. Guys, getting heated up. When you get upset, it's like a total lack of self-control. And it's like when I get upset at my kids, like, why did I say that? Like, she's 2 years old. She's literally acting like a baby because she's a baby, right? And then you get upset, and then you get upset at them. Why?
This is a child. They're not doing anything wrong.
Right, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, even if it means coloring on chairs, theoretically speaking, or on the walls. They're doing exactly what they're doing. Why am I getting upset?
When people get mad, babies crying, I'm it's a baby crying. That's what it does.
Right.
It cries, and people are upset about it. I'm like.
Sometimes it helps me when I tell my daughter, I'm like, you're acting like a 3-year-old, right? Because she's 3 years old, and I'm like, yeah, she's acting like a 3-year-old. Yeah.
So the questions were, why do we keep going back to something?
Why do we keep going back, and what's the point of it?
The point is practice.
Practice. We did the secret of skill here yet? No? We'll get to it. Practice, right? What's the point of deference, of course, the same thing. Keep practicing God's right?
Sometimes it's to prepare you for something.
Yeah, a challenge is there. I just had this conversation with someone who was working really hard in her relationship with her mother. She was working extremely hard. And then she said to me, she said, it's so weird. My mother backed off from my life. She doesn't really play such a big role, for better for worse. But in this relationship, it was good. She's she doesn't really play such a big role in my life anymore. I don't know what happened. What was my response? Which is
Really develop the relationship to the point where you didn't need to work on it.
Exactly, which is right. God put that in front of you so you could work on it. And you see, once it was worked out and developed, it was like poof. We'll get to in one moment. Ellie, were you saying something?
I think fear of consequences, fear of retaliation, or just when it comes to like abusive relationships, maybe.
Like fear of the unknown. What
Like the person, reacting really bad.
fear? Fear that could be of anything. It could be fear of failure. It could be fear of success. Sam, you were going to say, why do we keep having them? You said so we can practice?
Yeah, because each time it presents us with the opportunity to move higher and like where we were before, to the point where we don't need it anymore.
Right, like it's the workout. It's the work. It's the gym for us. So now that we have this, we'll discuss the answer and discuss all of these next class. To be continued.